Hello all, welcome to Talk GCSE, and today I'm going to talk about trigonometry and all about trigonometry that you need to know as your GCSE Foundation Maths at Excel board. Now, trigonometry has got three functions. Oops, let me change my pen. So trigonometry has got three functions. We've got the sine function, which we learn it as so. We've got the cos function, which we learn it as ka, and we've got tan function, which we learn as toa. So these are the three functions that are to do with trigonometry, and these are the three functions that you are always going to learn. Another thing about trigonometry is to understand the sides. So it happens in a right angle triangle. That's what we need to know for now. Now, say for example, we've got A, B, and C. This is 7. There's an angle given to us, and this is 8, and this is 12. Okay, so the key thing here to learn is that the longest side is always the hypotenuse, which is the H. So H is to do with hypotenuse. That's the longest side of the triangle. Another way to remember this is it's always opposite the right angle. Now going further on, we had 12 here. Now going further on, the side between the 90-degree angle and the given or the asked angle, at the moment it's BC, this is called adjacent. So these are all the sides. So the A in SOHCAHTOA refers to adjacent. That is the side between the 90-degree angle and the angle given or angle asked. Thereafter, we have a side which is opposite the given angle, not the right angle. Opposite the given angle or the asked angle, that is called the opposite. So the O here stands for the sides opposite. We've got sine, cos, tan, opposite hypotenuse, adjacent hypotenuse, opposite adjacent. So SOHCAHTOA is just a simpler way of learning this. Another thing is my students tend to find it very hard to rearrange the formulas. In SOHCAHTOA, there's a very good technique. The mid letters of SOHCAHTOA go on top of the rearrangement triangle, and the rest go on the side, as we can see here. So just remember the middle letter goes on top and the other ones go on the side. So say for example, if I wanted to find O, it's T times A. Or if I wanted to find A, it's O divided by tan. So we just need to ensure that we learn this. It's all in the formula. It's all in SOHCAHTOA. So SO means opposite divided by hypotenuse, sine function. Ka means adjacent over hypotenuse. Toa means opposite over hypotenuse, but sometimes we need to rearrange it depending on what we're trying to find. Now in this scenario, say for example, and guys, always just ensure to pause the video to restart it, however you want to learn this. Now in this video, you're going to have two scenarios, and I'm just going to explain all those scenarios to you. You're going to have a scenario where you have a right angle triangle, A, B, C. You're given an angle. Say for example, you're given this and you need to find this. So in every single question of trigonometry, you will actually be given only two sides. One side would be given and the other side would be the one that you need to find. So hypotenuse is given to us, and in this case it's the opposite of the angle given. Say for example, this is 30 degrees. This side is called the opposite. So technically, our question is given hypotenuse, wanting to know opposite, nothing to do with adjacent. So the formulas which has adjacent, we must not use them. Technically, this is this formula. Now, how do I input all of this? Sine, next to the sine cos tan function goes the angle, sine 30, equals to, remember I told you opposite divided by hypotenuse, so I do unknown divided by 12, and I want to know the rearrangement, so because I want to find the opposite, it will be s times h, so that's easy. In my calculator, I'm just going to put in sine 30 times 12, that should be equal to the x, which is the opposite. Now stop the video, look at the question, understand it fully, and tell me if this makes sense. Now the second type of question that you get here, which is also very important, is that you have a triangle, 90 degrees, you have an unknown angle. So we've got B, Q, R. They want to find the unknown angle. You're given this and you're given this. So let's have a look here. We're given the opposite side, which is good. We're also given between two angles, so this is adjacent. With opposite and adjacent, we only have one rule, which is TOA. So I must use the tan function. So tan something. Remember I told you we must write the angle next to the tan, sine, and cos function. In this case, we just don't know the angle, so I'm just going to write tan x equals to opposite divided by adjacent. Fantastic. Now I've filled everything up, but there's a problem. I need to find this x, so I must send this tan on the other side. I don't need that tan. I need to rearrange this formula. This only happens when we want to try and find out the angle. We take the functions on the other side and we put them as -1, so 12 over 8. So our opposite and adjacent remains the same, but the tan function goes on the other side of the equal sign as a -1 function. Similarly, if we're using the sine function or the cos function to find the angle, we move it on the other side. I hope this has all made sense, and I will be coming up shortly with some exam style questions. Thank you so much, guys. If you do find this useful, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.